Good evening. This evening we're going to learn the 26th step of acquiring Torah. The 26th step is Ha'oseh siyag lidvarav. When a person makes a fence, a guard for what they say. What does that mean? So, simply, this means as follows. When a person says something over to someone else, whether you're sharing it as a friend, sharing it as a parent, or teaching something as a teacher, we have an obligation to, the greatest way of our own capacity, give it over in a clear and concise way. There's no mitzvah in complicating things. However, sometimes there are complicated topics or things that need to be learned or taught. As much as a person can, they should give it over as clear and concise as possible. For many reasons. There's no mitzvah to make things complicated, as we said, but also this is what it means. When you do tell someone something, try to be as clear in order that they could not make a mistake. So on one hand, you need to say it concise and clear, yet on the other hand, explain yourself enough that someone does not make a mistake. Not to say something so that they're able to deduce and able to take from that and think something else, which would be a mistake. That's one aspect. Oseh siyag, ha'oseh siyag lidvarav, is make a fence and a guard for what you say, to be as concise as possible and at the same time as clear as possible. Listen to what Rashi says when he explains the Mishnah in Masechet Avot. He says, Oseh siyag lidvarav means that when someone says something, you should either say it with, or even if not, at least have a source to what you are saying. It's very important when you say something, anything in life. If you want to speak about business, about the stock market, about politics, about real estate, about anything, when you say something, it becomes very valuable when you have a source. Well, the same is, if not the most important, when it comes to Torah. When you say a chidush, when you say an explanation on something in the Torah, in the Chumash, in the Gemara, a halacha, a minhag, it has and it adds a tremendous amount of value when you are able to give, or at least look up, or know the source of what you are saying. Based on the source of what you're saying gives the validity, gives the weight and the strength at the same time to whatever you are saying. So, if we want to grow in our learning of Torah and gain this 26th aspect and step of learning Torah, number one, let's be as clear and concise and leave no room for mistake in whatever we say to others, obviously if we know what we're saying. And number two, to know what we are saying with its source. If you could quote the source, great. If you could quote it verbatim, even better. If you don't know, but you know where to find it, you know how to find it, that's good too. The more clear and the better the source is, the better a person can remember and attain and grow in their limud Torah. HaKadosh Baruch Hu bless us with this 26th step of Ha'oseh siyag lidvarav. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.